Between these iconic hedges, the field where some of college football's greats have called home. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, where these fans are ready to turn the dogs loose. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on another SEC rival, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense takes the field to start this game off. And when you have a quarterback like this guy, the entire offense feeds off of him, David.
Everybody feeds off of his energy, and the whole playbook's open because you can trust on him. He's dependable, Palmer.
He's also one of those guys, if he gets in a good rhythm, watch out. This dude starts firing strikes.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. They want to throw it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. On the move at the 30. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Oh, it's a fumble. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Paynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quinnen Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite-level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they've built this dynasty at Alabama.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Touchdown, Alabama! The defense takes matters into their own hands.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And that ball's free behind the line. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. It's loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They go to the ground. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Trying to get to him. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown Tide. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires the pass, intercepted. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The lead's not insurmountable, just down 14-0, but David, you don't score here, and it could get a little tricky fast.
If you don't score here, if you don't possess the football and put something together to give your defense a little bit of a blow, it's not the ideal start. But it ain't like this game's late in the football game. Create some momentum here in the second quarter.
Yeah, momentum's a real thing in college football. This team needs the juju to get going. That first quarter is one they'd love to forget, so find your best playmakers now. Get them isolated, get them the football, and let them go to work.
Georgia comes quickly to the line. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot. It takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
A designed run for the quarterback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Up-tempo for the offense.
3rd down coming up.
He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Shakes off the tackle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia! Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Nowhere to run on that when he loses 4 on the carry. It's a 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Looking to throw on second down. He's got his man. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. He wants to throw. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. He wants to throw here on second down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to scramble. He'll try to do it himself. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Moving out of the pocket. And that's a live ball behind the line. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a move. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle. It's Hancock. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. So as it turns out, a 2-play drive results in a field goal.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Athens to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. 2 quarters of both sides feeling each other out. And it's likely to come down to which offense can find a way to generate some big plays. Adjustments will be a part of it, Maybe it's time these typically conservative play callers open up the playbook. Nothing crazy, but a calculated risk here and there to try to gain an edge in what's been a stalemate. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Dooley Field inside Sanford Stadium.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Alabama offense. He's going to pass. Finds his man down the middle. Oh, there's the ball. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's raining, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier, it gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Going to try to get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And the Bulldogs want to move quickly. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. The Dogs get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. A little release to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd down, going up top. Dances away from the heat. Got some room, headed to the goal line. It's a fumble. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player. But, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
This is a designed run. Bulls his way forward. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Might as well give it to him again. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Unloads quickly. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man quickly. Across the 25, he's got room. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Running back searching for a hole. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Handoff from the gun. Discards a man. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The give as they work on that clock. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Scoops it up, still a live ball. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Purdue is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 19 to Ohio State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Leaves it with the running back. They make the stop, and they give up 5 yards on the run. It's down to the 11. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. The give to the tailback. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Trying to get closer, and they knock it free. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, that's a bad fumble. I mean, you're going to give the ball to your playmaker. You understand the situation. All I'm trying to do is run clock, hold on to that thing, to fumble in that situation, and just breathe hope. You gave him life, and that's what you don't want to do. You just want to run that clock.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. All about... That'll be a safety. The ball was loose in the end zone. It goes out of the back, and they're probably lucky it wasn't recovered for a touchdown.
A lot of things had to happen for this offense to get back in the game, but how about the defense? The defense said, no, sir. We're going to end this one right now. Makes the big play, gets the safety. Not only do they score points, they get the football back, and the clock is on this side. The defense just ended this football game.
On the return, it's Peter. They stripped it out. Right down the gut of the field. And hold everything. He's going the other way, and he takes it back for a touchdown.
Are you kidding me? And this is always an interesting spot for me now because you're going to have to go for 2 regardless. I don't know if it's now or if it's later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting the touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts. That's a live ball. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency there.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
This senior quarterback knows how to take a hit and still deliver a completion. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Coming up, fourth down.
Fourth down, gotta have it here. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese.